Hi everyone, welcome back to the CPAPstore.ca. My name is Tristan. Today we're going to be talking about my top side sleeper masks. A lot of these masks are my favorite, so you might recognize them in my best mask video, but I am a side sleeper, so that does make sense. And yeah, we're just going to run through kind of the theory on side sleeping masks and then show you my top picks. So first of all, elastic headgear. Is it good or is it bad? Well, typically it's good, right? Because it's nice and flexible. Here we have a ResMed P10, right, with a nice elastic headgear. However, when we're talking about side sleepers, especially those who toss and turn, because there's not a lot of points of adjustment, I mean, there's really no points of adjustment because of the elasticity, other than this clip here. When you're wearing it, I shall put it on. Okay, say I'm sleeping on the side and I twist. As you can see, the elastic moves it and it doesn't go back in place. So it's kind of annoying if you're sleeping on your side. I do not recommend having a lot of elasticity in your CPAP mask if you are a side sleeper. Importantly, you should have some forms of adjustment. Okay, so we're gonna put this as not that good. Okay, the next thing is you wanna have a nice mask fit. Make sure you're getting the right fit. Every mask or mask fit pack, I guess, comes with a little card, okay? It looks like this, that you can put under your nose and your mouth and make sure that you're getting the right fit. If you don't have it and you don't know what mask to order, you can find our version of mask fit guides on our website under sizing guides. And when you do that, you can actually use a ruler, metric or imperial, to measure your nose and get the right mask fit. So that's available on our website. The next thing is you might want to consider a top mounted mask. That is because, okay, here we have a top mounted mask. When you are sleeping, one moment please. Here it is, also sometimes called a hollow frame mask, and we have a tube here. So as you slide around and roll around on this side and then this side and then this side and this side, as you can see, the tube stays in place. Additionally, if you have a tube hook that's on the side of your bed or on the wall, or one that is specifically made for CPAP, it's gonna be keeping that weight of the tube out and away from your face, and you can roll around all day long, okay, on your side, different sides, without the tube being annoying. So that's a big benefit to top mounted masks. Okay, pretend this is a front mounted mask, like this. So say this is like a front mounted mask, like a F30 for example, and we are rolling around. As you can see, the tube can start choking you up a little bit, see? Because it's not spinning on top of your head. So that is what happens when you have a front mounted mask, typically not as good for side sleeping. And that's about it. That's kind of what you need to consider when you are buying a CPAP mask for side sleeping. So now we're gonna talk about my favorite masks for side sleeping. So we might as well start with this. This is the Dreamware Mask by Philips. This is the Cradle version. If you want a top mounted mask and the noise doesn't bother you very much, because sometimes it is a little louder going next to the ear. Again, with the top mounted mask, I know we talked about the P10 being elastic and not having very many adjustment points, but because top mounted masks have the silicone rubber going kind of on your hair and then on your cheek, it's actually super, super grippy. And although it's super simplistic, it's very grippy and doesn't really move too much at all when you're wearing it. Also, when you do buy this mask, it comes with additional soft cushions here that you can Velcro kind of thing right here. So it's not uncomfortable just because it's silicone, but it is grippy and comfortable. That being said, the Dreamwear pillow version of the mask does tend to leak on quite a few individuals. And so because of that, if you are going for a top mounted mask, but you want a pillow version, I recommend the ResMed P30i instead. The P30i, here's the pillows here. It's a very similar mask, except it has this kind of accordion style, more flexibility there. But I just feel like the Cradle version is better in the Dreamwear and the pillow version is better in the ResMed. So there you have it for the top mounted masks. Moving on to the next mask category, and that's going to be a nasal mask. Okay, I know those are nasal masks, but now we're gonna be talking about on-nose nasal mask. And I think the best nasal mask for side sleepers is the ResMed N20, sorry. I work for CPAP, don't even know the difference. And as you can see, it's a front mounted mask. However, they do have this little extender portion here, which is a lot lighter than your climate line tubing. So it does help with the weight feel. Again, I still recommend having a tube hook. But yeah, it's a front mounted mask, so you're not gonna have the benefits of a top mounted. That being said, a lot of people do like that, and you're not gonna have as much noise around the side of your ear. Why I like this mask for side sleepers is that it really comes kind of forward and not wide on the face. So as you can see, The side reinforcements here are kind of going forward right onto the nose cushion here. And then we have the top and bottom on the back here. So overall, you have a very even distribution of pressure. You don't want to have it too tight, and it shouldn't leak at all because it's a very secure mask. So overall, I think this is a good mask because number one, it has the front portion here, which is a little bit lighter for a front mounted mask. Secondly, it's a very good leaking mask all the way around. It's not going to leak. It has a bunch of adjustment points so you can kind of tailor it to your nose. And overall, it's just a very, very nice structured mask. Again, talking about the side sleepers, you're going to be rolling around more. You might be moving around more, and you want a mask that has more adjustment points versus just a little minimalistic band, okay? So I really like this mask for side sleepers, but let me know in the comments if anyone's tried the N20, because I think a lot of people are going to agree with me on this one. Taking this off, I just want to show you the difference between an Air Fit and an Air Touch. So an Air Touch cushion has the kind of like a memory foam type of padding around it, whereas the Air Fit has the traditional kind of more silicone. The Air Fit is a lot easier to wash and clean. You can keep it for a longer period of time, but the Air Touch for a lot of people definitely holds a leak better, especially those with facial hair. So the Air Touch, definitely if you're having a problem with leak, you might want to try an Air Touch. That being said, the Air Touch is not recommended you wash it because this just gets like soaked with water and it's very hard to wash. So you should replace an Air Touch cushion once a month and make sure that you are daily wiping both with some CPAP wipes. Okay, now we're going to talk about our final mask, and that is going to be the Fisher & Paykel Vitera mask. I really like this mask. I've talked about it as one of my favorite full face masks, and I think it's a great side sleeping mask. I'm going to go over that now. So putting it on, we have clips here. With side sleepers, you move a lot. The clips might hold a little bit better than magnets that you see on the ResMed. Okay, so if you're looking for a mask kind of this style, you might also be looking at the ResMed F20 mask, which is also a great mask. However, the reason why I'm picking this one over that one for a side sleeper mask is the ResMed F20 kind of goes along the cheek and up here. You can see it kind of goes in this area here, whereas the Vitera goes below, kind of around that jaw area, and then above, way above your eye. And as you can see, this is what's going to be coming in contact with the pillow, and there's virtually no straps and bars and stuff here, which is as optimal as you can get for a side sleeping mask. On top of that, however, we are not reducing the amount of straps and adjustment points as we see on some more minimal masks, because you have one here, you have one here, and you have one up top. So you have 5 different places where you can adjust the mask, and none of them are in the way of kind of where you're going to be sleeping with the pillow. I also like the bands because they're just very, very soft, easy to move, and they're just clean. It's just a very nice high quality material for, I don't know what this technically material is, but it's almost like a very soft microfiber, and I really, really like the feel of that. I already talked about the clips. So clips generally for side sleepers are going to be a little bit better than magnets because they are less likely to come off. And then we can go to the front here. Now I already talked about the benefits of a top mounted mask. So that is, I guess, a con of this mask, but you do get like a 360 ball joint with this. So it's as good as it's going to get. And of course you have the stability bar going all the way up. Now I know with masks with kind of a stability bar like this, it looks a little intimidating because it just looks really heavy from the front. But when you're inside of the mask, it's actually not bad at all because this is keeping everything above, like away from your eyes and kind of all your main nerve sensor stuff. So instead of having things kind of around here, which feels claustrophobic, it's actually here and down here. So it looks pretty hardcore, kind of like Darth Vader from the front, just looking at it. But if you haven't tried one on, I definitely recommend it because it's actually a lot less claustrophobic than it looks because it's keeping everything away from your sensory input stuff. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about with this mask is the cushion, which has this little feature here where, as you can see, it's not just silicone that goes straight into the hard plastic. I hope you can see this, but it has this relief area. So as you press it, it doesn't have any more pressure, but it kind of folds like that. See that, how it works? See that there? So because of that, you can have this mask nice and snug, but it doesn't feel like too tight, if that makes sense, while still keeping all the leaks in place because it's kind of really folding around your nose quite nicely. And again, side sleeper mask, rolling around, higher chance of leak. So that's a big, big plus. So if you want a full face mask and you are a side sleeper, I definitely recommend the Vitera. that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe or like the video if it helped. Leave a comment. I always like reading the comments. And that's about it, guys. Take care. I also started a Facebook group called CPAP Connect, so check that out. Okay, bye.